Guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this video we are going to learn how we can grow 10 easy vegetables at our own home. So we'll begin with our very own first vegetable, which is going to be tomatoes. They're very easy to grow. So for that I have taken 70% potting mix and 30% compost or cow manure, and in that I'm going to add slices of tomatoes that I just took from my fridge. So you can see I'm placing the slices of tomatoes like so on top of the soil. And then once I have placed all of them, I'm going to cover it with very thin layer of the same potting mix and water it thoroughly with a shower. Then I'm going to place it on a sunny window spot, and here you can see the result after 7 days. Once the true leaves will develop, I will transfer it into a bigger pot. Here I have transferred it and you can see the result after 60 days. I have the new flowers coming up on my plant. Tomatoes are pretty heavy feeders, and you need to give them good dose of vermicompost or kitchen manure or cow manure every 15 days, and once they ripe you can just harvest them. The second vegetable is going to be capsicums. For that I have taken the same potting mix as I took for my tomatoes, which is 70% garden soil and 30% vermicompost or cow manure. Again I have taken a capsicum just lying in my fridge, and I am taking the seeds from it. I don't need to buy the seeds for them. They're very easy to grow and you can grow them for free. So I'm just placing the seeds on the top of the furrows I made, and I'm covering it very light layer of the same potting mix, watering it properly, and then I'll keep it on a sunny windowsill. This is the result after 10 days of planting the seeds, and this is the result after 30 days of planting the seeds. So you can either thin them out or plant them in a bigger pots. I planted them in a bottle, and then I started getting the flowers. I fertilized them every 15 days and you can get good crop from it. The third vegetable is going to be the chilies. For that I have taken very well drained soil, and for that again I have taken a mixture of coco peat, soil mix and some vermicompost. So here I am placing my good quality chili seeds for better harvest, and then I'll be covering it with very thin layer of soil, and then I'll be dousing it with water. So here you can see I'm showering them with water. Whenever you are placing your seeds, try to give them very light shower so that the seeds don't get displayed. This is the result after 15 days. This was the result after 30 days. And then once you have repotted them after the true leaves develop, you can see the flowers coming up. They are self-pollinating and you can see good yield from the plant. They're very easy to grow. I grew them indoors. The fourth one is going to be radish. This is a very quick growing crop. So for that I have taken a potting mix of 70% potting soil and 30% vermicompost. I pretty much do the same proportion for most of my plants. Then I'm placing the seeds as directed on the seed packet, and then I'll cover them with very light layer of soil and then water them properly. Keep it on a sunny spot. And this is the result after 3 days of planting. And as I said, these are very quick growing crops. You can harvest them in like 30 to 45 days after planting your seeds. This is the result after 5 days, and here you can see the result after 15 days of putting the seeds in the soil. So you can see the growth, it's very quick. Here is the result after 45 days, and I think it's ready to harvest. So I'll show you a quick harvest that I did for my radishes. Here you can see the result. The fifth one is going to be beetroots. They're very healthy and they also don't need a lot of care. So they came in a seed packet like this, and I think they are very well placed in the strip. So I'm going to place the strip itself. It is ready to plant. I don't need to pick the seeds out of it. So I'm just putting it on the soil and then covering it with very light layer of soil as directed on the seed packet. Then I'll douse it with water and again keep it on a sunny spot. This is the result after 7 days. They started germinating. And here you can see the result after like 60 days. They are ready to harvest. Their leafy greens are also very healthy, which can be eaten. The sixth one is going to be beans, which they are very healthy and are also soil fixers. So you don't actually need a lot of care for beans. Here you can see I just threw some beans, like 3 beans in one of the waste pots, and they just germinated. And here I was like quite surprised that I didn't actually care for them, and they germinated and are doing well. I wasn't planning to plant them, but they grew pretty well, so I finally repotted them and I got very good results from the beans. So here you can see how well they have grown in the same waste pot, which was not like very good with the fertilizer or anything. And then they started flowering too once I repotted them, and gave me a very good yield. So the seventh one is going to be fenugreek. So they're very quick to grow. Here I have taken a handful of fenugreek that we find in our kitchen and soaked them overnight in water. So here it was soaked for overnight. Then I'll just sprinkle it around a layer of wet soil or moist soil, so to say. Cover it lightly with the same potting mix, and then shower it very lightly with water and keep it on a shaded spot for germination. Once it germinates, it will go in a sunny spot. This is the result after 3 days. 8 is going to be coriander. So again, I have taken the kitchen coriander seeds. I have crushed them in half, soaked them for 24 hours in water, and I'm sprinkling them in a moist layer of soil. Once done, I will cover it with very light layer of soil, and this soil has again 70% garden soil and 30% compost. And the same mix I put on top of the soil. Here I watered them very lightly with the shower, and they will germinate in like 7 to 8 days. Next one is going to be spring onion greens. I'm not saying onion, but just the greens. So what I have done is I've taken a waste pot, like the yogurt pot or whatever we get from the market, and then put some potting mix inside it. It doesn't have any compost or anything. It's just a simple potting mix. And then I have taken heads of spring onions, which we don't generally use, cut and just throw it off. So I'm just making use of them. I'm planting them, keeping a little portion of them above the soil. I'll water it thoroughly, and then you can see the green shoots coming out in like 3 to 4 days, and you can harvest them. Next up is going to be spinach. I don't have a video to show you, but it is grown from seeds, and it is a cool weather crop, pretty easy to grow, and it is quick to harvest. You can grow them very easily in your backyard, terrace, or balcony garden. So that was the video, guys. Hope you liked it. If you did, please don't forget to smash the like button and also subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.